marked the Hilula of a very famous Temani rabbi. His name was Harav Shlomo ben David Jovni, Zecher Tzadik Livracha, one of the great rabbis of his time from Teman. He was actually born in the English year 1903, right at the start of the 20th century, and he passed away in 1992. We're talking about 33 years ago, here from the time of recording. Now, I believe he actually came from an area, the Yishuv, called the Nejad al-Malachi. I believe this is a place that I think we've spoken about on various occasions before inside this series that we have to point out, and we already discussed about different parts of Teman, different villages that there was, and the early 1900s very much was let's say a transitional period in Teman. There was a lot going on inside the country in of itself. Now he would learn Torah under auspices of great Rabbanim. Now one of the rabbis he would learn under was Rabbi, or we say Mari Chaim Yosef Beshari, another rabbi we've spoken about before on various occasions. So that would have been in that specific vicinity. Later on, he would then move to the city of Sana'a. Now remember, Sana'a was a famous place in Teman where many, let's say, great Rabbanim was there. It was like, say, like the center place of Teman. I think actually Sana'a to be is the capital and largest city of Yemen. I believe that is a city, let's say, the capital of Sana'a governorate. And I think that this city itself is very, very highly elevated, let's just say, as a structure in of itself. And I think currently in modern day, there's a population as many as nearly 3,500,000 people that are living inside this area. But this was the center place also of Jewish life and Torah life over there. And he would learn under auspices in Sana'a. I think he'd be ordained as a rabbi over there, and through I think the head rabbi of Teman at that point in time, Rabbi Yechiyeh Yitzchak Halevi, a great rabbi we've spoken before. So he'd become a shochet now and would be ordained to a rabbinic position over it. Let's just say something about Rabbi Yechiyeh Yitzchak Halevi. He was a very great rabbi. He lived between 1867 to 1932. He was, let's just say, one of the greatest scholars. He was one of the chief jurists. He was a main rabbi of the rabbinic court, let's just say, in Yemen at that point in time. Remember that point of time when I think especially during 1904 to 1906 there was issues, I think, with the Yemeni forces under Imam Yahya Hamid ad-Din, and they tried to bid an oust of the Ottoman Turks who controlled the city at that point in time. And this would result in many people moving to Damar, and then some of the people would actually come back at a later time. It's a whole interesting story within regards to it. Rabbi Yehia Yitzchak Halevi was actually the head of Jewish court, I think, between the years 1902 to 1933. So he was seen as one of the main rabbis, let's just say, of Teman at that stage in time, at that point of Yemen. But he would give Rav Jovni his rabbinic ordination. Now it's actually interesting. Rav Jovni would make Aliyah, Allah le'eretz ba'aliyah gdola. There was a great Aliyah time period where many people from from Yemen would end up making Aliyah and going to Eretz Yisrael at that stage in time. So Rav Jovni was one of the people, part of it, I believe, possibly his family would actually make Aliyah to Eretz Yisrael finally, and to take on that important, let's just say, move, just like many other great Yemenite Jews would at that stage in time. And he would then go on to live in the Kfar Zaitim, the village of olives, as they say over here. That's what we translate that as. More important positions will come. He would receive another rabbinic ordination, I think, once he came to Eretz Yisrael, and he will become the rabbi of the area called Azori. This is a place that I believe we've spoken about on various occasions before. Azori it's a very, let's just say this is an important part of Eretz Yisrael, respectively. Let's maybe speak about this for a minute, because it's important to know exactly the different places. Remember, there was many moshavs at that stage in time where there was people going in and out to various different places, and different communities and from different countries would actually end up settling, let's just say, in various different places and make a home over there. And there was a rabbinic structure there. There was moshavs. There was factories. There was buildings. There was so much going on at that point in time. And so he would take on, let's say, obviously a very prominent role over there as a rabbi of that specific moshav. We've actually on this channel we've visited many very different, various different moshavs also. So I would recommend everyone to look into that. I think it was maybe established, I think in the year 1951, if I'm not mistaken. And there's many hundreds of, let's just say, different moshavs all over Eretz Israel, many possibly even in the thousands over there. So I recommend everyone to look into that. So that would be another position he would receive over there. And he was seen as had a great grandiose reputation as a great rabbi. He had while he was in Eretz Israel. More can be קיבל הסמכה לרבנות ושמש רב אזורי, התפרסם כרב חריף, עניו וירא שמיים. He had great fear of heaven and was known as a sharp, great a rabbi with a lot of humility. And he worked for various different organizations, charitable organizations, helped all over the different sphere, let's just say, within regards to helping people with jobs. And as it says here, Siyab Argun Tzedakah or Matan Beseter Lemutei Yecholot, and that really helped the poor inside the city. Now, he passed away in the year 1992 on Yud Aleph Menachem Av. This was we're talking about 33 years ago from the time of recording. So he was a great rabbi of some. I think we've mentioned him possibly on several occasions inside this series. The place it's actually interesting. The first place he actually went to Kfar Zaitim, I believe that is it's a moshav more in the northern part of Eretz Israel. It's part of northern Israel. We can just maybe say something about Kfar Zaitim just for a minute now that we're talking about. I think it's actually located adjacent to Tiberias. Remember, Tiberias is one of the holy cities of Israel. I think it was established by Jewish immigrants from Yemen in 1950, and I think it was actually a depopulated Arab village originally of Hittin. Very interesting enough. The village, I think itself, being, I think currently of Kfar Zaitim, has a yeshiva, a high school, a youth village for ultra-Orthodox boys also, and various different things also. So that's very interesting. Now, friends, we're a community who we're learning about the famous rabbis of yesteryear. We were talking about a famous Yemenite rabbi. And if you descend from any of the great rabbis we are speaking about, please send me an email. If you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, please subscribe. We are nearing a staggering 7,000 subscribers onto this channel, which is a phenomenal achievement over here. If you feel anyone is interested in watching any of these videos, please share these videos to other people also. Remember, on this series already, we have spoken about possibly nearly 100 rabbis that actually came from the Yemen areas. Which is absolutely phenomenal. We've spoken about nearly 1,200 biography videos of great chachamim of yesteryear. We try and cover, let's just say, various parts of the Ottoman countries, North African countries on this series. We are trying to, let's say, investigate also on various other places like in Asia and let's just say Spanish countries in of itself. And really learn about what was going on in all these different places over the past several hundred years. I think it's very important, and thank God we are able to do this and making huge progress. So I just appreciate if everyone can join the series and join the community. And I think he was also a singer. The great rabbi was Rabbi Jovni. He would there are some of his chazanot that talks about many of these great rabbis from Teman have been famous, let's say, poets. They were singers. They were brilliant people. A lot of them were. They were on a very high level, and the grammarians especially. So wishing you all well. Thanks.